now. Thanks for the failure at all.
Well, good morning, Captain. Well, we had a little bit of a change of plans today. I didn't plan on originally doing this vlog today, but they announced they're closing this weekend. So, since they announced 2 days ago they're going to close, I'm going to drive down to Huntington Beach and I'm going to go see Don the Beachcomber. I meant to go see this place when Chris Hillman performed there and I didn't have the money, and now I'm regretting it because, like I said, they announced Saturday night's going to be their last night, so we're going to go check it out first thing today when they open. Daze with Jordan the Lion, and this little monkey begins now! Well, top of the morning to you guys. How are you today? Bloodhounds on the trail. So much for our walk, huh? Now, the story to this historic establishment goes back to the 30s and a man named Ernest Gant who had this dream of starting a tiki bar, starting a bar here, and soon changed his name to Don the Beachcomber. Actually, Don Beach. It was pretty crazy. Now, this is a really famous tiki bar, and I can't wait to see it. I don't know exactly what all's going on, but what I read online was that the owners of the property, or the land itself, are basically throwing them out. So unless they can relocate somewhere, that'll still be the end of Don the Beachcomber. Now, Don's philosophy was that if he could make a pretty cool environment or a comfortable environment, people would want to stay and keep drinking. So he put up all these buoys and nets and everything that he had, served rum drinks, which were like the cheapest drink that you could make, and created this really awesome establishment that we're going to see the likes of today. He actually had multiple locations, but we're going to see one of the last, if not the last, Don the Beachcomber. Now, to add to the ambiance, he actually hooked up a hose to the ceiling that would mist down and create more of a tropical effect, and had a parrot that was trained to say, "Give me a beer, stupid." Now, unfortunately, the Don the Beachcomber we're going to see today is not the original one that Don Beach had started way back when, because he and his wife Sunny actually divorced and she won the rights to the franchise, and then by the 80s they had all been shut down. What is that? Leisure World. Can you tell we're in a beach town? Surfboards. Well, here we are, gang. Unfortunately, this is the last weekend we'll be able to see this place open. In fact, I read online that there's portions of the restaurant that are already closed off, and the performances for tonight are sold out. Now, this is not the original Don's. The original Don's was in Los Angeles, and this is actually Huntington Beach. Now, basically what happened was when Don opened this establishment up, changed his name to Don Beach, and really ran with it, he was drafted for the war in World War II, and that was kind of one of the best things that could have happened, because he had already started this Polynesian bar, and all these soldiers that were going over and fighting were getting accustomed to loving this beach theme, and they were actually bringing back the same type of things like coconut shells and various things to decorate their own homes. So this actually took off, and it became a pretty good franchise for quite a few years. Now, when Don and his wife Sandy, I believe it was Sandy, was it? Yeah, I believe it was his wife Sandy, when they divorced, she actually won the rights to Don the Beachcomber, and by the 80s there were copycats, Trader Vic's and various other places doing this same theme, and this Don the Beachcomber were pretty much out of business. Now, a bunch of people that just love this concept ended up resurrecting it eventually, and that's where this comes into play, because they actually took over the name Don the Beachcomber and they ran with it, and they opened 3 other Polynesian style restaurants like this, but this is considered to be the most aesthetically accurate of all of them, true to the Ernest Gant or Don Beach theme. And this Don the Beachcomber, it's actually also credited as being the birthplace of the Mai Tai and the zombie drinks. And as you can tell, it is a pretty smoggy day out here. So the plan today is to see and document as much as we can, have a meal here, and you know, just take in the Don's atmosphere that I really didn't get to take in throughout its history. It's pretty sad to see another one of these go. We still have the upstairs at Clifton's Cafeteria. They still have a tiki themed bar and everything, and there are some still around, but all the ones that were known in Los Angeles, like Don the Beachcomber and was it Bazooki's, they've all closed in the last couple of years. And like I said, as I understand it, the reason they're closing is the people who own this property actually are booting them out, and they already have plans for demolishing this and turning it into something else. And I guess we're lucky, because we're going to try out the Friday special catch of the day. The very last one this place will ever serve. Now I got here early enough that they're not even open yet, so as soon as they open we'll go on in. Check out the front. Gotta love the old doors here, the old wicker style doors. And it's got that old rock style decoration, that old 50s style to it. Very cool. Where good rum is immortalized and drinking is an art. And it's so hidden you almost wouldn't even notice it because it looks like another tree, but there's a tiki pole right there. It's nice to know I'm not the only one that cares. There's a handful of people already out here in the parking lot waiting for them to open, so really nice to see. Sorry it's so smoggy out here today. Backlighting everything. It's gonna be a sad day here today. And it opens at 11. Grateful Dead. So I just ran into a couple of friends here, and this man has a YouTube channel. You want to talk about your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's called Danny's Adventures. I go on many adventures, like different places, like Disneyland, or I might go like somewhere far away, like the Bahamas and stuff.
Oh cool, you're a travel vlogger too. Have you ever been here before?
No, this is my first time.
Me too, let's go check it out. And he even hooked me up with a pin from his channel. How appropriate, right? Frankenstein? Gotta love it. Now let's go on in. Cool. Well, like I said, I've never been here before, so this is gonna be exciting. Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, this is beautiful. Take a look at this. Now, like I said, I was actually told that there's a portion, and it's probably back here, a portion of the restaurant that they've already closed. This is the other doorway. I figured let's just walk around and show you everything before we sit down and order some food. Great slogan. Great slogan. And there's Don Beach, formerly Ernest Gant. I'd say that looks like a Don Beach, wouldn't you? And his establishment was not always called Don the Beachcomber. It had many, many names. So too many to even mention, but here's the section that's closed off. I'm guessing they'll have that all open for the nighttime performances. I know that I think the Hula Girls and a couple of other live music bands are going to be performing here, but that was all part of, you know, when this whole concept came about, that was part of Don's concept, was that he wanted like live ukulele and live music. Take a look at this. Yes. Oh, I can't believe this. I'm so glad. You know, like I said, I've been meaning to come here for quite a while, But that LA traffic will dissuade you, and you know, the longer I do this, the more I'm learning, like, you can't let that happen. You have to go see stuff when you want to see it, because events like this where they close down and there's very little warning. That's happened a couple of times on a couple of things I wanted to vlog, so we lucked out. I just happened to see a Facebook post where they were saying that it was official. They always talk about this place closing, but then it never has, so I just kind of figured it would always be here. And then on Facebook the other day, somebody had posted that this was the last weekend, and so I looked at the schedule and I'm like, oh wow, I have like 3 days to get out there. Way cool, right? Way cool. This is awesome. Feel like I'm in the tiki room at Disneyland, of course. It's great. Now this is the performance room. We gotta see this. Wow. Dude, so many rooms to this place. This is awesome. Check this out. Here's the performance space. So this is where I would have gotten to see Chris Hillman perform from the Byrds, who performed with Graham Parsons. He was also in the Flying Burrito Brothers. Wow. This is great. I can't believe this is going to be gone, right? Isn't that sad? And you know what's crazy is that even though I knew that this was, you know, this was the end of it, when I saw online that they had some of the rooms closed off, I almost thought of not coming. I was like, if I can't show everything, what's the point? And then, of course, I thought better and I said, you know, that's stupid. Once it's gone, it's gone. You know, even if they open somewhere else, it's not going to be the same. So, gotta come see whatever it is while we can. Rad! There's a little chair and booth and everything up there, a table, and then you get to check this out while you're in here. Oh, I'm kind of sad I'm not going to get to see it at nighttime now. I mean, for vlogging, this is way better, but wouldn't you kind of love to see how happening this place is at night? Looks like they've got all the water shut off and everything. Very cool place, though. Very cool. Alright, I think we have another room that we have to check out, so let's head back in there, take a look. Trying to give you guys kind of the real feel of when you walk around what you would see. It's the bathroom. That's awesome. Where the old demon rum slips past the lips, it still works its ancient cheerful magic, Don Beach. The Roman dagger of Don the Beachcomber. So it looks like for the most part it's the like the bar section is what's open for lunch during the day, so heck, they may not even be serving food for lunch for all I know. They may be done with that. Oh, that is great, isn't it? Yeah, I love that. Oh, take a look at this. Oh, look at the great bar. Look at that dagger right above the bar. Isn't that great? Oh, this is great. I just heard somebody order a zombie, so we're definitely in the right place, right? Last chance for photo ops right here. Oh wow, look at the collection of all these old tiki glasses. I love it. Very cool. Yeah, oh man. I can't believe this is gonna be gone. Are you kidding me? So it looks like they also use this section right here as a little performance space too. Probably for smaller tiki groups. Well, I think we've just about seen everything that's open here. Well, sadly, it looks like they're not serving lunch. They just opened the bar. So I don't plan on drinking. And they're playing Bob Marley's Stir It Up. So that might be the appropriate time for us to leave. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Well, sadly, by the time you guys see this, Don the Beachcomber, this location will officially already be gone. And here's a poster for this weekend's final events. Well, I'm guessing by this picture and the building that I saw out front when we walked in that this is what Don the Beachcomber originally was, or this one was. It says Sam's Seafood Spa will also be gone. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. So the shark came from Sam's Seafood. I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? Well, I guess I'm glad I showed you guys the stage when I did, because they closed it all up after we went walking through it. Well, unfortunately guys, by the time you see this video, Don the Beachcomber will already be closed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you felt like you got to experience it for yourself through this video. It's so sad to see this place is going, but hopefully they'll, you know, reopen somewhere else in the future. Well, I feel like we should exit the door we didn't come in. Goodbye, Don the Beachcomber. Look how big this place really is. That's that back performance section that we were in before they closed it off. Like I said, really kicking myself for not coming out here and seeing Chris Hillman. If there's anybody I would have liked to have seen here, it would have been Chris Hillman for sure. If you can't come to paradise, I'll bring paradise to you. Just wouldn't be LA if you weren't sitting in traffic at noon. Bumper to bumper traffic at noon. Look at you laying there like a king. You just got a bath, you were running around like a crazy man drying off. I sat down, started editing a video, and I look over and this is what I see. You handsome devil, look at you. Alright, well, we're gonna call it a day, guys. I have a date, my girlfriend's coming over, and unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get to go to Don the Beachcomber tonight. Like I said, I looked online, it looks like it's pretty much reserved out and everything's sold out. So, hope you guys enjoyed getting to see this. Today's shoutouts go out to Stephanie Bowden and Darla LaPole for making contributions to my channel. Thank you so much. Everyone else, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great night and goodbye.
All seem to come together. Happy now, thanks for the failure.